5:30.
Okay, I will.
Okay, I'd like to welcome everybody to the regular school board meeting on Thursday, September 5th. Mr. Pilot, could you call roll?
Mr. Browning.
Here.
Mr. Steininger.
Here.
Ms. Landon.
Here.
Mrs. Malad.
Here.
Mrs. Webb.
Here.
Could we please stand for the pledge? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Could we get a motion to approve the agenda?
So moved.
Second.
Mr. Pilot?
Ms. Landon.
Yes.
Mr. Steininger.
Yay.
Mrs. Malad.
Yes.
Mrs. Webb.
Yes.
Mr. Browning.
Yes, motion carries. Next is to approve the minutes of the Thursday, August 8th and Wednesday, August 21st special meetings. Again, if we could get a motion and a
So
second.
moved. Second.
Mr. Pilot?
Mrs. Webb.
Yes.
Mrs. Malad.
Yes.
Ms. Landon.
Yes.
Mr. Steininger. Yay. Mr. Browning.
Yes, motion carries. So next is board reports and good of the order. We could start, Stephanie.
Okay, let's see. Fairborn Middle School is off to a great start. It really is. I've been up there a few times and things are really going really well. The staff are very grateful for air conditioning. Yes, Gretchen?
Yes.
Planning is well underway for the construction of the new middle school, which will be next to Fairborn High School. Fairborn Intermediate School Principal and her team have started the year off with an incredible shout out to students who are positive contributors in the school environment. The principal and her team give these shout outs to students on FIS Facebook page. Keep up the great work. Fairborn Primary Leadership highlights the importance of daily attendance in school to be successful academically. Principal Jill Bennett and her team reward classes for perfect attendance and highlight on social media. Attendance matters, and this team works hard to highlight the importance of attendance. I have a second grader grandchild at Fairborn Primary, and he's had a great start. He's really, really had a great start. He loves riding the bus, first of all, so. But he's had a really good start, so we're very happy about that. And can't learn if you're not in school, so let's all go to school every day.
All right, so Unity Day was an incredible success. We've been seeing lots of great posts about it on social media and hearing wonderful things. So I just want to say thank you to the FHS STEAM Committee, Mandy Taylor. Big shout out over there. As well as her teammates Rachel Sauter, Lexi Nick, Kelly Gaudette, Mandy Spurt, Bridget Lanning, Rachel Eber, Jason Skidmore, and Sarah Fulton. So thank you guys. I know some of you are sitting over there. The students had the incredible opportunity to meet with businesses, schools, trades and services to think about the future and have opportunities to engage and ask questions. And coming from a board member, like I know Unity Day has had various iterations over the years. I think the way that we are doing it now is the best thing we could offer our kids to help prepare them for the future. So I just want to say, great job, great work. Fairborn Intermediate School Principal Tammy Gendreau and her team have started the year off with an incredible shout out to their students who are positive contributors in the school environment. Mrs. Gendreau and her team give these shout outs to students on the Fairborn Intermediate Facebook page. So you guys keep up the great work. Also, we'd like to, I'd like to say congratulations to our fall athletes for starting off the season getting off to a great start. Also like to say a thank you for everyone that put together opening day for the district. Our guest speaker, the band, all the awards that went out to all the staff members, great job. And it's a great start to the school year for 2024-2025. Also wanted to hit on next
Friday, the 13th of September is the mum sale at Fairborn Primary School. I know they'll probably sell out, so I worked it last year, and I'm assuming they'll probably sell it again this year, so get there early. Thank you.
Especially if you want your colors.
Yeah.
Particular color, get there early.
Yes.
I just want to say that I think we've really gotten ourselves off to a great start this year. Everything I hear from each of the buildings and from everything I've seen and hear has been positive, very positive. I think the community has a good vibe about what we're doing and how we're doing it, and I'd like to see that continue this year, and I know it will. I just want to thank the staff, everyone who makes it possible every day that we get here on time and do our thing. Thank you.
So the first thing I'm going to actually talk about is the Victory Bell. So I'll read this. It says, the Victory Bell at the new stadium is getting lots of use. With every win, the teams ring the bell. Historical plaque has been ordered for the bell, which will highlight the history. And some of the history of the bell, the Twin Towers with the display for the bell was originated by the last class to graduate from Fairborn in 1971 under the presidency of Ed Howe. The Twin Towers display was completed in 1975. The high school class of 96 under Dave Stackhouse and class advisor Barbara Weber provided funding for the bell. So the bell once hung in the belfry of a one-room schoolhouse in southern Ohio. It is over 150 years old. So it was 100 years old when it was actually donated to school. The contracting firm of White and Torch removed the flagpoles and constructed the towers as a community service to display the bell at Memorial Stadium, which was at Baker. Both Baker and Park Hills high schools shared the stadium for home games, and the bell was rung for both of those. It was actually found buried in the tunnel at Baker. We thought it was gone, and it was found, Kyle Hutchinson, our custodian, found it, and it was refurbished in 2023, and it was a special project led by Pat McCord and G. Lawley. And we also thank Craig Moore for providing the history of the bell. And for me, it's been going next to sports. Been able to get the boys and girls soccer, the football, the volleyball, tennis so far this year. And every team that plays in the stadium has had a chance to ring that bell so far. Both boys and girls soccer rang it, and they were so excited when they rang it. And then obviously the football team rang it. So to me, it's a neat tradition to reestablish in Fairborn. Mentioned about the sports. The other night I was out here, and to me it was cool after watching the building being built. We had somebody basically on every field. Tennis was on the courts, marching band was on the band field, boys soccer was playing, and then inside was volleyball. So, seeing the kids have the chance to use this building, to me, is worth it all. So that's it. We can move on to recognition of visitors.
Mr. President, I don't have anybody signed up this month.
Okay. Then we'll move on to school district presentations. Mr. Long.
Thank you, Mr. Browning. First up, once again, we have Fairborn finest students here tonight, our senior class officers, who will do a presentation on the New York City trip that will take place in March.
Good evening. We would like to thank you for letting us come to talk to you tonight. We're here on behalf of the class of 2025. I am Emma Miller, class president. With me tonight is Vice President Gabriel Bailey, Secretary Jamie Burrows, Treasurer Javon DeWitt, Assistant Treasurer Mac Albright, and Historian Katie Welsh.
Since 2004, it has been tradition at Fairborn High School for the seniors to go on an educational trip to New York City. The trip will entail visiting the Metropolitan Art Museum, Summit One Vanderbilt, the Statue of Liberty, and many other exciting attractions. While we are in New York, we also plan to see a Broadway musical.
We plan to travel by bus to New York the evening of Wednesday, March 26th, and return Sunday, March 30th. The trip will cost each student $900. This includes transportation to and from New York, as well as transportation in Manhattan, including the subway, lodging, meals, Broadway show tickets, visiting the Statue of Liberty, Summit One Vanderbilt, and other activities. Payments will be collected monthly starting in October.
We will be working with Junior Tours, the company that has been used for the past 15 trips. Seniors can offset some of the cost of the trip by participating in fundraisers. The main fundraiser will be the world's finest chocolates candy bar sale. We will also be asking the community and local businesses to help by donating various items to help offset the trip's costs.
When we travel to New York City, we will be divided into groups called families, made up of 10 to 12 students. Each student will have a buddy they must stay with at all times. Students will pick their buddy, then roommates will be assigned, forming the families. Then they meet with their chaperones for pre-trip planning. Our senior advisor, Ms. Zink, will pair at least 2 chaperones with each family, ensuring that at least one chaperone has had experience traveling on a prior senior class trip.
Each family will plan their own itinerary to see all the sights New York has to offer. Families in the past have visited Art Museum, Central Park, and Wall Street. We will have the opportunity to experience various cultures by going to visit Chinatown and Little Italy. By combining individual family tours with whole group activities, we will maximize our experience. Our class is very excited for the possibility of going to New York City. We are here to ask permission to continue the tradition to represent Fairborn High School and Fairborn community during the educational trip to New York City. Thank you for your time.
I was just going to say that, it's been a pleasure approving this in the past years, and I'm sure that this class will represent Fairborn just as well as the prior classes. So enjoy and be safe.
I've been on this class trip twice, and you guys are gonna have a great time. Chinatown's fun. And educational, wait a minute, and educational. You guys have a great time. Thank you for your presentation.
Thank you, class officers. Next, we have Supervisor of Food Services with us, Emmy Brown, to update us on the summer lunch program.
Thank you for having me. The Fairborn City Schools Child Nutrition Department participates in Ohio's Summer Food Service Program every year. We serve free reimbursable meals to children ages 1 through 18 in Greene County throughout June and July. There is no proof of residency, registration, or cost associated with these meals. This summer, we served free breakfast and lunch to students that attended Fairborn's summer school and served lunch at 8 sites in Fairborn and 1 site in Xenia, Monday through Friday. We attempt to target neighborhoods in need and areas that are in walking distance for the largest amount of kids possible. We stay at most sites for about 30 minutes. Fairborn, we do have 3 sites that have large participation. We stay at those sites for 45 minutes. Our sites are listed here. This year we served at Fairborn Middle School, previously Fairborn High School on Dayton Yellow Springs Road, Fairborn Intermediate, Baker Middle School, Patterson Park, which is on Patterson Street in Wrightview, Maplewood Park, which is on Ironwood Drive, the Central Park Splash Pad in Fairborn, the Fairborn Public Library, a meeting place of the Church of Fairborn, which is on Old Yellow Springs Road near the intersection of Beaver Valley, and Xenia Station Park Splash Pad, which is off of Detroit Street just outside of downtown Xenia. Next. This summer, we had 3 travel teams that consisted of nutrition staff members from each of our buildings and 2 bus drivers. Jeff and Christine drove our department van. They served at Fairborn Middle School, the Fairborn Library, and the Xenia Station Park Splash Pad. Chrissy, Ruby, and Kristen drove a Fairborn City Schools bus and served at Patterson Park, a meeting place of the Church of Fairborn, and the Central Park Splash Pad in Fairborn. Jackie, Carly, and Amber also drove a Fairborn City Schools bus and served at Fairborn Intermediate, Maplewood Park, and Baker Middle School. This year was the first year that we collaborated with transportation for the summer food service program. I'm happy to say that it went very well. Having a bus at the sites drew a lot of very positive attention to the sites, and we are excited to continue this teamwork next summer. Next. I'm thrilled to say that in total, we served 12,374 meals this summer. The dedication and hard work of our Fairborn City Schools staff never ceases to amaze me. I want to say thank you and give kudos to all the transportation and nutrition employees that gave up their summer break to feed the children of Greene County. I know that it's only up from here. Thank you.
Next up is facility update. Mr. Rodney Bonner fell asleep at the switch.
Good evening. I'm just going to give you just a quick update of where we are with facilities. I'll start at the primary. Obviously, if you noticed that paving, and the last time I spoke to you, we were coming down to the wire, but we were able to pull together that paving and striping and was able to get started the new school year with the new parking lot. So still some kinks, to work out there. Tomorrow afternoon, I'm meeting with administration team there and some folks from SHP, and we're just going to take a look at the pickup process there and see if there's anything we can do to streamline that. Here at the high school, I just spoke with our Peterson rep Ty and our maintenance staff who are working on the back punch list here. Happy to report. We started out the totality of the whole project. There were 6,400 items on the punch list. We've knocked out probably 1,500 over the last week and a half. We're down to about 509 items left. That does not include, though, some of our athletic facilities outside with baseball and softball. Those are still ongoing. We have some flooring that's going to be delivered next week for the training center. Look for the flooring to go down probably the week of the 16th. Probably the weight room area will be put together the week of the 23rd. Again, still working on that back punch list here, and some of those, now that our students are here, we've put in some focus outside with our contractors. I got a meeting on Monday with Valerie Montoya from the OFCC. She's going to be our assist on the abatement and demo of Baker. So I'm going to start to lay out that plan with her on Monday, and next board meeting I'll have some reports for you on that. So other than that, it's been a great start to the year. Very capable staff, so enjoy working with them.
Just a quick comment. Appreciate what you've done for us the short time you've been here. I know you inherited stuff midstream, and you've done a good job of getting your arms around it.
Great staff to work with, so it's easy to do. Yep. Thank you.
I have a quick question.
Yes.
Baseball and softball diamonds. Are we close? Where are we?
Yeah, we were working on the netting today behind the backstops. We got a crew there that's installing that. There's still some fencing to go. And then the outfields in both of those really need a good winter and a good spring to really root up. But we're getting close. We're really close. But we'll be ready by spring for sure.
Okay,
Yeah,
thank you.
we'll be ready for them. Okay.
Okay. Next on the agenda is new business by the board. Two items on here, and if we could get a motion in a second, then we can have discussion.
Second.
Okay. So the first item on the list is Gene's retirement pending the end of this year, December 31st. And there's regrets there in terms of him leaving the district, because he's done a lot of great things in terms of bringing the community together, the district with the community, with that township, and all, obviously building the 3 buildings we've built so far, and the 4th one getting started. So he's going to be greatly missed, and we have plenty of time to honor you between now and December 31st. So don't think this is the last one.
Oh no, there's more.
The second on the list is approving appointing Amy Gayhart as our superintendent effective January 1st to replace Gene. And when we started on the board years ago, we asked the question, why can't we develop our own superintendent? Well, under Gene's guidance, he's mentored for a number of years, we've done just that. So we have somebody who's committed to Fairborn. We have somebody who's committed to Fairborn City Schools. And I think we'll keep going in a great direction from what Gene has helped us get going. So those are the two items. Any other comments from anybody?
I would just like to say that as a board member, the last thing you ever really want is to see your school building in the news, your district in the news. Well, it's a good thing. You're doing good things, opening new buildings. But, you know, in general, staying out of the news it's good. Thank you, Jean, for being boring. And Amy, I'm looking forward to many more years of boring with you. Because that's how we like to be, just good in the world. So thank you. Yes.
So I can't say boring is the right word I would use for Gene. There are many Gene stories we have, and all of them funny and crazy. And I'm going to miss those. And I look forward to more funny stories coming forward, because it's a sign that we're doing good things. We're not up here telling bad stories. We're not up here hassling. We're not threatening. All those kind of things that go on. What I think the community sees, what I see, is a group of people trying to work together. It helps all out. By doing it, we laugh a lot, cry a lot, and have fun. And I think that shows up in everybody. So thank you, Gene. Thank you. Thank you, Amy.
I mean, I've only been on the board for a few years now, and, you know, it's been great being on the board with you and working with you, and I appreciate, you know, all the things that you've brought to the district. You've done a great job, and, you know, congratulations to Amy. We're looking forward to working with you in the future, and thank you for everything you've done for these kids and the community in the district.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I just would like to say thank you. I'm new. This is only my 8th, 9th meeting. In the fall when I was thinking about running, Jean took me to lunch, very nice lunch, and encouraged me and was very kind. And I'm thrilled that I have had this chance to work with him, and I hoped it'd be longer, but I understand. But on the other hand, Miss Gayhart, who I remember from a long time ago, representing the class of '91 and doing a fabulous job. So proud of you and expect great things. Counting on it, actually. Thank you.
Thank you. And then Mr. Philo?
Mr. Steininger.
Yay.
Mrs. Webb.
Yes.
Ms. Landon.
Yes.
Mrs. Malad.
Yes.
Mr. Browning.
Yes, motion carries. Congratulations. Maybe this means you're gonna have to put up with him a lot more.
Just go to Florida.
Okay, next is budget and finance. So if we could get a motion in a second, and then if there's any questions or discussion.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions, comments, right there?
Next month, we will get the 5-year forecast and the spending plan. Have a nice presentation on the finances. So, you know, welcome everybody to come back next month for the exciting stuff.
Yeah. Okay, Mr. Philo.
Mrs. Malad.
Yes.
Mr. Steininger.
Yay.
Ms. Landon.
Yes.
Mrs. Webb.
Yes.
Mr. Browning.
Yes, motion carries. Next is administrative reports and superintendent recommendations. And this goes all the way to page 13. If we could get a motion in a second, then any discussions?
So moved.
I'll second. So any questions, comments, or?
Yes, I would like to draw our attention to page 11. Brenda Jevedon is bus driver who is retiring, and I'd like to request resolution of tribute for her for 29 years of service with the Fairborn City Schools. So we greatly appreciate everything. That's a lot of years driving a bus, so that's incredible.
That's a lot of years.
Thank you. Yes. And we
Thank
hope
you.
she enjoys her retirement. She's earned it.
Never mind.
Any other questions or comments? Okay, Mr. Philo?
Mrs. Webb,
Yes.
Mr. Browning,
Yes.
Ms. Landon,
Yes.
Mrs. Malat,
Yes.
Mr. Steininger.
Yay.
Motion carries. Next is gifts and donations. Wendy?
Sure. The Fairborn City Schools Board of Education would like to gratefully acknowledge the following gifts and donations. Be Hope Church, teacher gift bags for Fairborn Primary and volunteers to help within Fairborn Primary School. Fairborn VFW Post 6861, $48 book bags filled with supplies, extra school supplies and undergarments. Flatter Insurance Agency, $1,000 for the Turf Fund. Jack and Judy Gayhart, golf cart for Fairborn High School. Jamie's Tire, $1,000 for Turf Fund. Kearney and Company, 84 book bags filled with supplies for Fairborn Primary and Fairborn Intermediate. Lowell and Martha Heck, $1,000 for the Turf Fund. The Mayor Law Office, $1,000 for the Turf Fund. Dwayne Scholl, $100 for the Turf Fund. And Trim's Property Maintenance Service, $1,500 for the Homeless Liaison. Thank you for all your generous gifts and donations to the district.
Thank you. So next on the agenda is going into work session. There's a couple items for work session.
For those members who want to leave, and don't want to watch the work session, you're welcome to leave now. But you're welcome to stay if you wish. Like everybody wants to stay.
First up on the work session will be a presentation from Dr. Brackenhoff on our platform curriculum that is being implemented in the district.
Okay, just an update